This is Janet Gershlick of Southwold Scribblings.
Bring your heart, bring your dreams. It's time for Southwold Scribblings.
Now, you may have already been on holiday this year, or maybe you're planning to go on holiday, and you've got this picture in your mind, or you're going to go back to the same place, and you can think of, all you can think of is that lovely warm water, that blue warm water that you can actually swim in because it's warm enough. You've got a lovely long beach that you like to walk for maybe a couple of miles. If you're lucky, you get palm trees thrown in as well. And maybe even, you love the food because those breakfast buffets have to be enjoyed. And we are funny, aren't we? Because, you know what, when we see food, especially in a buffet, we feel we have to eat it. So I'm sure we all overeat at breakfast, but enjoy it very much indeed. Okay, so then you get on the plane, all right? And just before the takeoff, of course, what you first think about is your armrest and who's going to get to the armrest first, whether it's you or your neighbour. Oh, and it's very funny, isn't it? Because we're waiting for the door to be closed, and then hopefully no one else will come and sit next to us. And it's always that last person, that comes up to me, I don't know about you, and sits next to me. So I no longer have a whole space next to me. I have someone else who came in to the plane at the very end. So also we tend to buy souvenirs. So I just want to show you mine. It's beautiful, lovely little painting. I don't know how I ever got it on the plane or in my luggage. So, and then when the plane stops, we're all in a bit of a rush. We get all our baggage from the overhead locker, and even though we're told not to, we just, we want to get off the plane. There's a big rush. All the phones go off. And then, you know what, you rush to get your luggage down, and then you've got to wait for the person in front of you to get their luggage down before you can move anywhere. Anyway, so there's a couple of things. And then in between all that, when you're on the plane, I don't know about you, but I tend to possibly plan, what can I do in my life? Should I be changing my life? And these ideas, they're big, they're big decisions to make. And the ideas are maybe that you've been in your job for a very long time. You're not particularly happy with it. So maybe I could think about that, of changing my job. I may think about changing my relationship. We won't say any more about that, but that sometimes possibly goes through people's head when they've just come back from holiday. And also, so, as I say, change your job, change your relationship, maybe even, I'll say it twice, sell up everything. You know what I do all the time? I on the plane, and all I can think about is maybe I could sell out where I am and then possibly go and live completely forever, so to speak, in the country I've just come from. It's very, very tempting to think like that. And so you get home, and the first things that happen, of course, you've got to unpack. You've got to do the washing, you've got to do the ironing, you've got to think about, practicalities. You may have to go to work the next day, and maybe, for a while, because I think that plans often take, twice as long as you think they're going to, they take a long time to sort out, and they're big decisions. So you come back, and then the best thing is, I'm one of those sad people, by the way, that take tea bags wherever I go. So the best thing is that first cup of tea. Oh my goodness me. That first cup of tea is delicious, and we get to sleep in our own beds. We love sleeping in our own beds, and so suddenly you can do that, have a lovely cup of tea. When I get home, if I open my front door, there's more post than I ever thought possible. I never get post when I'm here, but suddenly when I'm away, the whole floor is flooded with post. And for me, as soon as I open the front door, the seagull how does a seagull know? I've been away 3-4 weeks, and it knows as soon as I open that front door, it's going to start making noise through the back door, and I know I've seriously got to feed him, and then it goes away. And so these big decisions, and then time you've been through everything at the airport, okay, and you've had to do, there's lots of things at airports now that you didn't have to used to do. And it is quite tiring. And so you think maybe after all, the best thing is I've had a fantastic time. I'm going to try and change my relationship, possibly change my job, maybe go and live in the country I've just left. And maybe, it's a lot of hassle to do all those things. Big changes are really difficult. We all hate change. So I've decided the best thing maybe is just to stay at home. Don't go away anywhere. Just stay at home and get your bucket and spade out and spend some time on Southwold Beach or anywhere you are lucky to have a beach, and just enjoy being at home with your cups of tea, with your hot water bottles, and with your own bed. I think that's great advice. Janet Gershlick, Southwold Scribblings. Take care. Bye-bye.
She's got laughter, she's got tears. Janet Gershlick through the years. Bring your heart, bring your dreams, 'cause it's Southwold Scribblings. Oh yeah.